have an exciting training for you guys. I usually charge for this training, but today I'm giving out for you, my lovers. And guys who are ready to learn. So we are going to talk about mushroom farming, and as you can see, we are in the incubation room of our mushroom farm. As you can see, you don't need a lot of space to be a mushroom farmer. If you have a spare room, if you have emptiness syndrome parents, you know what I mean. You build a huge house and the kids have moved out and now it's a shell. One of those bedrooms can become a mushroom farm. So this is a bag that it has wheat residue. The good thing I like about mushroom is that it can be grown on leftovers. So this is when they harvest wheat, the top part of it, the seeds, when they remove that, they are left with this, which is called wheat straw. That's now what you get, and you cook it, and then you put the spawn. The spawn is a seed for mushrooms. So mushrooms themselves are this white cottonish looking thing. You guys can see it looks like white cotton. It spreads like baridi. You know how our houses kitambo that were made of cement would get a cold thing growing. That's how mushrooms grow. But because that cannot be able to be carried or transported easily, they usually take millet or sorghum, then they boil it so that it dies, it won't grow, and then they allow the mushroom spawn to grow on it and attach itself. So that's what is usually sold. So I usually have mushroom spawn. It goes for 600 per kilo. So guys, if you want, please hit me up and I'll make sure that I send it to you. So you put it and then you put it in bags. These bags are allowed by the government, so don't go just telling the government that I'm breaking the law. I'm not breaking the law. They are in a different grade than the one that is burnt. So you keep them here for 3 weeks. You cover it. Mushrooms love a lot of darkness, so you cover them with this paper. You just buy it. It's a black polythene bag. Make sure that hygiene is critical. It has to be maintained and it has to be high level. So I hope you guys have gotten energized and to see how we can start mushroom farming and get even more information and become inquisitive about mushroom farming. Yeah, so let's go to the other house, which is the fruiting farm for mushrooms. Yes, so this is our mushroom house. It's the one that we use for fruiting. As you can see, the characteristics are it's made of mud and a thatched roof. These are the essentials you need when the mushrooms are fruiting, because they need very low temperatures. And because we don't have money to build a concrete house, which would be also very cool, we used a mud house. And I know I built this house about 3 years ago because I didn't have any money, and I figured, yes, the ones I've seen are made of red soil, but when Kitegela we have black cotton, why not? This is our fruiting farm. As you can see, we moved them after 3 weeks from the incubation room to this room. These ones are already 3 weeks. We moved them yesterday, and so in about a week or so they should start fruiting. So what you have to do every morning is to make sure that you come and spray. This is clean water, nothing, no chemicals involved. This is very clean and organic farming, guys. Yes, because you know mushrooms are like sponges. If you spray anything on it, they really absorb, and that way we can transfer a lot of harmful things to human beings. And because I am the #1 fan of my mushroom, like every breakfast once they start fruiting, I just put it on my on my calendar that mushrooms. I really love mushrooms because one, they have 0 calories, and we are trying to watch that waistline, aren't we? Yes, so mushrooms are healthy too. Mushrooms are high in a lot of components, iron, zinc. And zinc, you guys know that inamaliza hii kitu inaitwa corona. Aya, it's okay. Just the Wangari is one of those people, but Google it. Zinc is helping in terms of corona manenos. So mushroom, guys, get on this train of mushrooms. And when you grow them yourself, it's even better because you have the food yourself, the fruit yourself. And those people who are saying, oh, but Wangare, you're saying we need to grow our own foods, and I don't have a balcony or a kitchen garden, I don't have space me where I live, there is nothing like that. Do mushroom farming. You see, I have a solution for everyone, because they don't need any light. It's because we are shooting that we have to keep the door open, but actually it gets totally dark, and that is what they like, when it's nice and cool. Like, I can stay here the whole time because it's so cool, and it's Kajiado, you know, the sun here has vendetta issues. Yeah, so basically that's what you need to know about mushroom farming in a nutshell. And I'm offering mushroom classes, especially on this pandemic. The students are coming, we just hang out one-on-one. So I wanted to show you these huge drums that we use. These are what we use to cook the grass. You have to make a pot for sure. And so this is what you put on the fire. It's a drum just like any other. Clean it nicely, put the grass in here and boil it for 2 hours, steaming hot for 2 hours. Then you remove it, let it cool, add the spoon, and then put it in bags. Right, guys? Yeah, so mushroom farming is not complex, and especially this type that I'm talking about, be very clear. The video says oyster mushroom farming, because you see there is the other type that looks like a kangaroo like this. That one, those are called button mushrooms, and they are the ones mostly sold at the supermarket. These ones, I love them because one, they are easy, as I've told you. Two, I get to sell it at farm gate price. A lot of people from Western are already familiar with mushrooms, because most of us, the rest of us, especially in Central, we don't know about eating these rare delicacies. But the people from Western just come and knock, mama, uko na zile vitu zetu, and a packet like this goes for 100 shillings. It doesn't even weigh half a kilo, even a quarter kilo. Just a very small portion goes for 100 shillings. So it's good, easy money, quick money. I can never, if I was to choose the ventures that I'd go into, definitely it would be greenhouse tomato farming. And this, guys, this is good stuff. This is good stuff. And I also blend it and dry it because it's highly perishable. If I don't get market for that day and I had a bountiful harvest, I usually dry it out in that paper that I showed you, the black paper, because when you put black on the sun, it doesn't reflect, it absorbs, so it helps dry out the mushrooms quickly, and then I pack it. When it's that dry, I can also use it to make my kids uji. You know, kids, they are very selective. Me, I don't need this, and what are these tomato things, and you have to grate everything to hide it from them. So this is one of the ways to make sure that you're putting the nutrients in. After you dry them, you can grind them, you can blend them, you can add them to their food, so that they're still getting their nutrients in. Thank you. Please subscribe and stay tuned for more videos on making money and eating healthy.